Tonight, a man is accused of inappropriately touching a little girl at a busy store in Kirkwood. Investigators say she's not the only victim based on surveillance video. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Ann Allred. Kelly Jackson has the night off.
And I'm Mike Bush. A warning for parents who are out shopping in Kirkwood over the weekend. A St. Louis man is behind bars accused of stalking several children, grabbing them, and making sexual advances. We're live at the Kirkwood Walmart tonight, where Melanie Johnson has the latest on the charges, as police believe there are more victims. Melanie.
We're live here at the Kirkwood Walmart, where a St. Louis man is said to have been preying on children in the toy aisle. Prosecutors say it was the brave actions of a 7-year-old girl that led to this arrest before the suspect could strike again. Take a good look at this picture. This is the man, 33-year-old Esmond Pasick. Investigators say he drove from St. Louis to the Kirkwood Walmart to prey on children. They believe it happened Sunday from noon until 4 p.m. According to police, Pasick reportedly touched himself inappropriately in front of a 7-year-old and then touched the victim inappropriately. The young victim ran to tell her parents and later identified Pasick in a police lineup, which led to this arrest. Prosecutor Melissa Price Smith believes there are at least 3 more victims. Price says store video shows Esmond Pasick in the toy aisle for hours, stalking and abusing children.
Imagine your daughter comes running to you in Walmart. First of all, I don't know why you let her out your sight in the first place, but imagine she comes running to you from Walmart saying a man touched her. I might see red. The police might have to get me off of him. That is crazy. Let's keep going.
These are people that prey on our children. He was in a Walmart store where families are shopping, and he was very bold in going up to children in a public place, not only rubbing up against them, but asking them if they wanted to grab him or touch him. The bold actions of this predator, just like any other predator, is terrifying.
Police believe there are 4 victims, but there could be more, as Pasick is believed to have visited the Target next door. This is why police are urging families who visited either store on Sunday to sit down and talk with their children. Live in Kirkwood tonight, Melanie Johnson, 5 on your side.
I can't imagine having to bring this up to my child, but it's good you have to talk to them about this stuff, because if you don't, then they can just hold it inside and you'll never know. I can't imagine as a father what my mind would be thinking for me to do to him. Wow, let's get over into this next video, see if they give us any more details.
Tonight, a St. Louis County man is behind bars after police say he preyed on several children in the toy aisle at the Kirkwood Walmart. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon explains how the arrest is prompting a major warning for parents.
Well, Esmond Pasick is charged with child enticement and sexual abuse. While one brave 7-year-old told her parents exactly what happened, investigators say video shows 3 other victims who may not have said a word. A typical afternoon at the Kirkwood Walmart takes a shocking turn Sunday. While children browse the toy aisles, police say 33-year-old Esmond Pasick was on the prowl.
He approached a 7-year-old child in an aisle at the Walmart store in Kirkwood. While he was stroking his genitals under his clothing, he approached her.
Court documents say Pasick rubbed his private parts against the girl's shoulder and asked her to touch him.
She immediately ran and told her parent what happened.
That parent's quick action led police to surveillance video. Prosecutors say it shows Pasick in the toy section between noon and 4 p.m., targeting 3 other children.
However, no other families have come forward.
Officials are now asking parents who were at Walmart or the nearby Target that day to talk with their kids, a conversation that requires a delicate touch.
It is important that you involve the people whose job it is to investigate that and to help keep children safe.
Megan Marietta with the St. Louis Children's Advocacy Center says children often stay silent due to confusion or fear.
Sometimes they're afraid of being blamed or shamed. not being believed.
Prosecutors advise parents ask open ended questions without using leading suggestions. If a child discloses something, Marietta says it's important to listen.
Support them and take action that supports that you believe them. While this is a part of the child's history, it is not who they are, it is not their identity. And hope and healing is very possible.
Pasek was arrested Monday at his home. He now faces felony charges that could carry a life sentence. If you have concerns, you're urged to call Kirkwood Police, and the St. Louis Children's Advocacy Center always has resources available. You can reach them at 314-516-6798.
There are some awful people in this world. And I like how they mentioned make sure to use open-ended questions, because you don't want to lead them, because that's when they just might try to agree with you and just say, yes, that happened, or just try to just go with what you're saying. No, let them explain what's happening to them. But I can't imagine that conversation having with my child, asking them if someone touched them in the Walmart when I wasn't looking. That is why you have to keep your eye on your kids 24/7, especially out in public, which is hard, yes. Which is hard, yes, but we have to do it because there are so many sick pedophiles out here. This man was in a toy aisle at Walmart waiting for a kid to be alone so that he can do some nasty stuff to her. I can't imagine my child coming to me and running to me in Walmart saying somebody did that to him, or just finding out afterwards. Because I mean, cause when I show up to the court, I might see red. I don't know, but they need to get crazy. Let's go over into the AI breakdown. So on March 1st, 2026, a 33-year-old Esmond was arrested for allegedly preying on multiple children inside of a toy aisle at Walmart in Kirkwood. So prosecutors state that he spent approximately 2 to 4 hours prowling the toy aisle. He is accused of exposing himself and inappropriately touching at least one child. There are 3 others who haven't even told their parents yet. The incident came to light when a 7-year-old girl immediately informed her parents that a man had touched her and made lewd suggestions. See, that girl has been taught well. But we can't blame the children. We don't know. They could have been taught, but wow. So surveillance footage confirmed the victim's account and revealed that he had approached at least 3 other children in the same manner during the time in the store. Police identified him and arrested him in his St. Louis home following Monday. So he is facing charges of enticing a child and sexual abuse of a child. He is currently being held. Why are they giving these people bond? He is currently being held on bond on a $250 cash only bond. Authorities are still working to identify the 3 other children seen on the video and urging parents who were at the Kirkwood Mall or nearby Target that afternoon to speak with the children. Now, I know Target for sure has a great security system. I want to know if they seen him doing something in that Target. But this is a crazy situation. There are so many evil people in this world. So many. Look after your kids, y'all. Talk to them about this type of stuff and talk to them and make sure they come to you. Always say that it's not their fault and you can come to me for anything. It's heartbreaking that there are 3 little kids going out there thinking that they can't tell their parents what happened. Wow. And you know what? He's probably not even going to get that much time. It's crazy. What they charge him with again? They're charging him with enticement of a child and sexual abuse of a child. He might get a little time. Not enough. These type of people need to be in jail for the rest of their lives. At least that's my suggestion. Anyone who touches a child or sexually assaults a child needs to be in prison for life. Now go back and look at that last video about Alabama. Alabama has just signed into law the predator the Child Predator Death Penalty Act. So basically, if a predator assaults a child under 12, they can possibly be given the option for the death penalty. I mean, I don't see any problem with that. But let me know your thoughts on this whole situation, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Look after your kids, please. Talk to your kids, because this is something you would never want to find out. So just watch after them. I know you can't watch them 24/7, but we gotta try. We gotta try.